Hey everybody, listen, wanted to show you guys a little something. I've been having some trouble with this, and I can't believe this. Take you back a couple of weeks. I was trying to hover my 450 after getting it all built up a couple of weeks ago, and I'm sure quite a few have seen that it didn't go so well. Had a little tip over. The 450 is the first fiberless helicopter that I've owned, and I guess I was not getting it off the ground fast enough. Some people have said that the 3GX 3.1 firmware, if you're running that, which I am, you get the helicopter spooled up, and you want to get it off the ground as quick as you can, because it has a tendency to tip over. And I think that's what happened to me. I'm not real sure exactly how it happened. I'd have to go back and look at the video. But I tore some parts up. I actually tore up more than what I had thought I had tore up. So I put an order in for some new parts. And I've got a brand new swash plate, brand new hub, brand new main shaft, brand new DFC linkage arms, brand new canopy mounts, because I don't really know how, but I bent one of those. I got some new main gears, but I haven't put that on here yet. I got the new black ones. They're still in the house. But actually the head is pretty much all brand new. Okay, so I got all that. I got all that. I got all the new parts on there, and I was trying to get the head to turn just here on the bench, and I've been having some issues with that. My speed control is the Yip 45 amp speed control from Hobby King. I got the programming card with the male to male. I guess these would be female to female servo lead jumper, whatever you want to call it. So I've got that to program the speed control, because I'm just not real good with doing it through the transmitter. So if there's a speed control, it's got a programming card. I get the programming card. So I was going through all the setups on page 1 and on page 2, and to get to page 2, for those of you that know about the Yip programming card, to get to page 2, you push both them buttons once, and that gets you over to these options here. And I could have swore that I was doing it right. Based on the specs for my motor, and based on the cutoff voltage that I wanted, the spool up speed that I wanted, and all that. I thought I did all that, and I turn on my transmitter and plug in the helicopter, and I put my hand down underneath and try to spin it up, and the head would kind of turn a little bit, because the motor's trying to turn just a little bit, and then it would stop. Even at from low stick to mid stick, I would get absolutely nothing, and then from mid stick to full stick, I'd only have like 15 to 20% power. The head would turn, but only at 15-20% throttle. Like, well, that's obviously not right. And then I'd come back down to low stick, and the speed control would blink and the motor would beep at me. It was giving me 5 beeps. Well, that's kind of weird. And so I'd go back through the programming card and all that, and I tried again, and then I got absolutely nothing. Like, nothing would work, but I was getting 6 beeps. And according to Lee on the forum, rchelp.com, Lee was saying that 6 beeps is a startup error. Well, I don't really know. I don't understand how I would have gotten a startup error when I did everything the way, I thought I was doing it right. I mean, I would turn on my transmitter, plug in the battery to the speed controller, wait for the 3GX to initialize, and then I would try to raise the throttle up again. That's a startup, but it wasn't working, and I was getting 6 beeps, and shut it all off, go back through the programming. I get 5 beeps when I tried it again. Oh man, okay. And this went on. I mean, I was up real late last night trying to get this to work, and I got talking with the guys on the forum, and they were talking. Matthias, he was telling me, try to go back to factory default settings. Unfortunately, on the programming card, there are no, at least I couldn't find, I don't see any like identifying marks that says what the default settings are. So I couldn't figure out how to do that. If with this speed control, I don't know if you can even go back to default settings. I got a message from Kev on the forum, and he said, and I believe Paul also said this, to check my to redo my endpoints with my throttle stick. And so I again replied back, okay, are you referring to, you plug the battery to the speed control, go up to full throttle, complete high stick, then turn the radio on, let the speed control kind of beep, beep, beep a little bit, then come down to low stick, let it beep, 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 and that should initialize. And he was saying, yeah, you should, try that. Okay, so I tried it, and it worked. I got the head to turn, and it would power up, but it would spool up with the fast spool up speed. I don't want that. I want the slow speed. So I went back through the programming card, and then I tried it, because actually what I found is that I had gone into the programming card and some of my settings were changed. I don't see how, I don't understand how that's possible. I don't know why that is, but it's incredibly bothersome. And I was really just tempted to pull the speed control off and just go get another speed control, because I can't have it changing its settings on its own. So I went back through the programming card and changed all my settings back to where I wanted them, and I plugged it in, and I had my hand down here. I was ready for it to spool up, and I hit bring the throttle up, and nothing happens again. Bring it down to low stick, and it starts beeping at me again. It's like, what the heck is going on? So you guys just try to bear with me. I do have some good news at the end of this. I'd gone through the programming card another 5 or 6, maybe even 7 times. I mean, very adamant and very determined to get this to work. And there had to have been something I was missing, and I don't know what it was. So I'd gone through the programming card. It was either the 6th or 7th time, whatever it was, just a little while ago, and now it works. It works just fine. I don't understand, and I'll even show it to you. Turn the transmitter on. Beep. Okay. Here we go. Trex 450 Pro. Okay. And we'll plug the battery in. Got Turnigy 2200 3 cells. These are 45 to 90C LiPos. Okay. 3GX initialized, speed control, lights on, and satellite has a light on it. I can hear the 3GX working. So here we go. I'm going to give it just a little bit of throttle. There we go. Very nice, very smooth. just like it should be. I don't understand. I have no idea what I did differently. I've probably gone through that programming card and changed the settings back to what I wanted. I'm not kidding, probably 20 some times. I'm not kidding. I mean, I've gone through it a bunch of times, and now it works. I have no idea what I did. I have no idea what I did differently. I have no idea what I did correctly, but now it's working. I don't get it, but I'm thrilled. My determination's paid off. I really appreciate the help of the guys on the forum. You know, I certainly knew that you guys wouldn't let me down. I don't know. I don't know if you guys had any like direct help, because your guys' suggestions, I mean, you guys kept giving suggestions, and the only suggestion that was given that I know that I tried was I did reset the endpoints using my transmitter. But then, like I said, after I tried the helicopter, after doing that, it didn't work. The head it wouldn't turn, and it beeped at me. That was the only thing that I did differently. Everything else I did through the programming card 20 some times. I don't know. I have no idea how many times. I was up real late last night trying to figure it out, and then I've messed with it, I don't know, 8-9 times today, here this afternoon, and now it's working, and it works very, very smooth. I don't think there's any vibrations. So I'm going to check this CG to see if I need to move the battery this way or that way. And if I could ever get this 25 to 30 mile an hour winds to go away, I'll take it out and try to hover it. I will definitely, I know with the slower, smoother spool up that it has now, I know I'm going to definitely like that. And I'm definitely going to pay a little closer attention to the helicopter when it's getting ready to take off, because I've had a couple people from the forum and a couple people on YouTube tell me, you know, get it off the ground as soon as you can, and I will definitely make sure that I do that. So I'm real happy about the fact that I've got this done. I'm going to start working back on my 600. I had finally ordered a couple of parts for it that I wanted, and I've been relocating some of the wires on it, trying to clean it up a little bit. I do need to order a new receiver pack for it, because I don't like, right here on my 600 is where my Castle Pro BEC is. On the other side, over here on the other side of the BEC is where I'm putting my receiver pack, and I don't like how tight the 2100 life battery fits in there, so I'm going to order two 1800s. I think they'll fit in there better, and I want two batteries. Yeah, so we'll get working back on the 600. But anyway, 450 seems to be working good. I'm grateful. All right, I appreciate you guys sitting there and listening to me ramble on. I'm just thrilled that the darn thing's working and it's working correctly. Like I said, I have no idea what I did differently. I don't know what I did correctly, but it's working. So, thanks, guys.